Obesity is bad for your health. It just is. I'm not going to present statistics or pull up graphs. Do your research. Obesity is just bad for you. Having said that, most cultures and people seem to know this and actively avoid it. However, there seems to be a really interesting and selective blindness to this epidemic in the United States. I once read a statistic that claimed that the United States had the highest percentage of people who believed in fairies. I found that to be silly at the time, but I believe that report to be true more and more each day. I digress. Obesity is greatly affecting the United States, and as per some sources, there seems to be a shortage of men enlisting in the defense forces because of it. As with similar problems in the US, that are controlled by ultra powerful lobbies and corporations that have captured their respective industries, obesity doesn't seem likely that it will be legislated out of the country. Therefore, it is up to people to educate themselves in order to eradicate this malady. The first step is to accept that there is a problem. As someone living on the East Coast, obesity isn't too prevalent, but I do see my fair share of people who don't fit through doors. What must they have gone through to eat themselves to such a size? Everything changed once I visited Los Angeles a few weeks ago. Among so many other oddities, obesity was rampant and people seemed oblivious. It was a strange thing to behold indeed. Again, the first step is to accept that there is a problem. The good news is that the majority of obese people know that they have a serious issue and work actively towards bettering themselves. The trouble is, as it is also common these days, is with social media's portrayal of obesity being healthy and the promotion of health at every size and other fat promoting groups. The platform that this fringe group has reaches vulnerable obese people who are on the fence and get dissuaded from getting healthier. Our bodies are not meant to carry that much weight, and the unnatural heavy feeling should be indicative of that. Yet they fool themselves into thinking that such a lifestyle is okay. The next step is to start tackling the problem. Eat less, move more. If you can't control yourself, appoint someone who can make that call for you. It will be tough, like a drug withdrawal, but necessary. Start moving more. You don't have to get into the gym right off the bat, but moving around regularly will rejuvenate your muscles, joints, ligaments, and together with your diet, you will see progress that will make you want to keep the weight off. Once again, it's difficult to navigate YouTube or even the news without common issues popping up on your feed. TikTok has given anyone with a phone a platform. Smart people and not so smart people alike. Someone who would have previously have been considered a part of the fringe now has a platform to spew anything that they want. This is dangerous, as many young and impressionable people get confused and go down the wrong path. I digress again, but this is relevant in the same sense that an obese person with a phone can now showcase to everyone how proud they are of their body, and unfortunately, this usually tends to be obese women. Women so insecure that they must record and open themselves up to obvious criticism because deep down they know that their obesity is grotesque, and any validation or camaraderie would help them get through the day, even if it is fake. When it comes down to food, having a partner in this regard can make you or break you. You can have a supporter or an enabler. Enablers will feed your habit and make things worse. A supporter will make the hard choices for you to see results. You don't have to cut your favorite foods out of your diet. Eat them sparingly and in moderation. I eat junk food almost every day, but in small portions. And anytime I feel the weight creeping up, I go for a jog or I cut it out for a couple of days. This prevents me from binge eating. For reference, I'm 6 foot 2 inches tall and about 210 pounds. I'm fairly active, but I wouldn't consider myself to be shredded or ripped. In conclusion, following a sustainable diet and lifestyle will help you shed that weight in a steady manner and keep it off, and you will feel happy like never before. Until next time.